All right, I'm back with one more. So I'm going to deviate from the music for a little bit and I'm going to do something that I rarely do. One of the topics. So, if you guys didn't know, 50% of people believe in spirits or ghosts. Um, so you have an even divide there. Having a conversation about it would be interesting coming from opposite views. For one, me personally, I've experienced some stuff. I've never seen anything, even though I used to go out looking for it. um, we went to the most haunted little town here in Colorado called Georgetown, and it's reported to be the most haunted town in Colorado. Then in Georgetown, there's this cemetery called the 100-Foot Cemetery because it's built on the side of a hill. And I mean, you could literally, like, if you slipped, you could literally, like, slide down this hill. And so that's where we started our investigation. And this was far before TAPS, came out, the first ghost hunting TV channel, that, the History Channel. Was it the History Channel that they were on? Yeah, I believe it was the History Channel or A&E. And then, Ghost Hunters. And then there's all these other spin offs. But before all those shows started, I actually got into the paranormal stuff by reading this one page when I was before I started even interning in the music industry. It was at a company that I used to work for while going to school called Agilent Technologies, and all we had to do was scan in their purchase orders, and that was that. I mean, easy. And during my downtime, there was a web page called Shadowlands Ghost Page, and it would teach aspiring people who want to go on a ghost hunt. I don't know if you could say aspiring, but it would teach people who want to go on a ghost hunt, excuse me, how to properly conduct one. And so I went out. I bought some camcorders, some cameras, flashlights, recorder. I said recorders. Um, used two different cameras, digital and film, and didn't hear anything. Uh, didn't see anything with our eyes, but on the camera, on the camcorder, we did catch two balls of light that were fairly close by. Like if they were like moving around, dancing around one another above a gravestone, that was it. But we didn't see it with our eyes because it was pitch black out there. So if we turned off all our flashlights, I mean, you couldn't see like 5 feet in front of you could put your hand up to your face and wouldn't be able to see it. So that was my experience. And the second time that we went, I went with my friend who played with the Ouija board with his mother quite a bit. And I've been debating on whether or not I should put together, a two-part series on what had happened to him, and it had my mom involved. It had the church involved. I mean, craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Even though I never seen anything like a ghost or a demon or anything like that, but I've seen some things of after effects of people claiming to have had an encounter, and that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying what I had seen. It just, yeah, completely freaked our family out for years to come. Just what had happened. So um, whenever you guys feel like leaving a comment, let me know if you want to hear the story. And I the house is not too far from here too. Just like I'll go take a picture of the house and the backyard of where we were and everything that had happened. So, anyways, I wanted to play this video. For one, there's a story on here where the man is so distraught, he's crying. And you would think a lot of people who make ghost videos sometimes, yeah, they're just doing it to try to get, clickbait. And there's some who are sincerely just, documenting, like, this is what's going on, I need help. And this is what this older gentleman is going through. And I found it to be the most sincere, most authentic piece of footage I have ever seen out of anybody on any ghost channel. And it's on the biggest. I don't know if Nukes Top 5 is the biggest ghost channel, but It should be, because the way he presents his stories, you know, that are submitted to him are it's just, he knocks it out of the park. Um, there's another big channel, but he kind of overdoes his voice, so it kind of like gets on my nerves after a while. And then there's one from the UK called Slap Tam, and it'd be perfect if he just didn't end his videos the way he does. I mean, it kind of takes away from the spook factor when he puts up some scary stuff. So, anyways, um, here's a video that I was talking about, and yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy, because like I said, we don't do this often, but I just find this to be extremely sincere.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Mistaken identity. The next few videos were uploaded to TikTok by a widower from Tennessee who prefers to keep his identity anonymous. He says that he's experienced some odd things in his house over the last 11 years, but recently the activity has become much more extreme. He sets up security cameras to capture the bizarre incidents, and he says that he believes that the spirit might be the ghost of his beloved deceased wife coming back to visit him. So early one morning before heading out to work, the man walks into the kitchen to discover this.
Well, as you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I got to get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys are right that activity seems to be picking up, because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff.
And I've said it a million times while I'm letting took off my premium just for a little bit.
Dishwasher, the stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open, and then I noticed this chair. So I checked the Ring video, and it definitely freaked me out. So
When he reviews his Ring cam footage, it shows a chair sliding all around the kitchen on its own, and then a pale white figure seems to appear from nowhere and violently tosses the chair to the floor. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn.
You know, what I wanted to say about that too is that the chair moves in a way, especially when it gets tossed, that would require two strings attached, because it moves sideways, and then when it flips over, it does like a 360 and is kind of launched from its right side. So that would be incredibly difficult to try to get that chair to do that, unless you're really, really good at CGI and are able to, take yourself out of the shot and do something like that. And it's also very easy to CGI, some mist. I mean, it's pretty much in any, even on Microsoft, you could add effects that have mist that would, you could put into a shape like that of a person. So it's always hard to tell if it's real or not. But the reason why I think this is authentic is of what he actually, what happens to him.
Because one day the man starts to hear something walking up and down his hallway. He goes to investigate, and what happens next chills him to his core.
Hey everyone, remember I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me? It started walking towards me.
feel a hand on my back.
Now, that would have to be, if he were lying, if he were faking this, that would be an Oscar moment right there. I mean, tearing up. I mean, his body language, his inability to get out what he's trying to convey. I mean, you can tell he's really not just confused, but very scared at the same time.
And I heard someone whisper. It was faint. But when I heard it walking away from me, I finally felt like I could move, and I ran. The whispering. It wasn't one voice. It was, a lot of people. These people seemed stuck. They were all saying, help me. Hey guys. My, hall walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear.
Oh my god, they're so good.
So,
Oh my
for those of you who don't know, I recently just filmed a commercial for YouTube. And with my premium, all my videos prior to the last week, I've always had, I've always kept my premium membership because I don't like for these commercials to pop up. But I'm anxiously awaiting to see it because it's not like they're going to throw us the commercial first. So until they do, or until I see it, then it'll go back to non-commercials. But until then, I just have to say sorry, guys.
Hey guys. My, hall walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. It sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there. Standing behind me. That was somebody right behind me. It felt like their face was right there. Like they were really tall. That's not my wife.
The man weeps uncontrollably as he explains that he felt a hand on his back and heard multiple voices that seemed to be begging him for help. The man no longer believes that the presence haunting his home is the spirit of his deceased wife. He now believes that it might be multiple spirits, or perhaps even something more sinister. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What's wrong with this picture? This next spooky video was posted to Reddit by a mysterious account that has since disappeared.
I feel absolutely bad for the guy. I mean, he's probably been through hell, losing his wife, and then, you know, you wanting to believe so badly, like, you know, your wife's almost there, like your guardian angel, or whoever passes away is like your guardian angel. And then maybe, you know, I do kind of believe that there are people who are intended to see things and people who aren't, and maybe it's just because of their, how can I put it? I don't really know how to put it into words, but maybe they're just protected, let's just say, from ever experiencing or seeing something like that. Maybe they can't handle it, or maybe it's just not meant for them to, you know, see anything. And usually if that was the case, then why, you know, believe in, you know, the afterlife or shadow people? I hate orbs. Anything that has to do with orbs, I'm like, oh my God. It could be dust, it could be a bug, it could be a rain droplet, it could be more dust. I mean, it's just so stupid. I hate orbs. Whenever people post that and they play a video of orbs, I'm like, oh my God. That's just, to me, the dumbest thing. But, you know, like I said, I haven't seen anything, but I believe there's something that, you know, is there just from some of the things I have experienced. Like I said, I've experienced, but I've never seen for myself, you know, firsthand. So
The Reddit user claimed that a friend took a very odd iPhone Live photo of their family. Now, for those who don't know, an iPhone Live photo records 1.5 seconds of video before and after a picture is taken. So the photographer says that everyone in this picture was accounted for, except for one disturbing extra.
Ready to start eating
wow,
healthier?
I didn't know there was that
Meet
many
Kachava.
fucking commercials on just this
Kachava
one.
is the world's
As the photo is taken, a bizarre white figure on all fours appears out of nowhere and crawls out of sight. Strangely enough, whatever this is was not there in the photo and just seems to appear out of thin air. According to the Reddit post, the person who recorded the live photo has no idea who or what this could be. So, what do you think this is? Really Haunted. For the last 3 years, Lee from the paranormal YouTube channel Really Haunted has been documenting terrifying paranormal activity that he and his wife have been experiencing inside their home in England. The supernatural events have become increasingly more extreme and violent throughout the years.
Yeah, there have been quite a bit of videos that he has featured of these two going through some, through living hell with whatever is going on with them. And I honestly don't think I personally don't believe it's fake, but you never know.
Lee says that he is desperate to find a solution to his paranormal problem.
Hi guys, so over the last few nights it's been absolutely crazy in the house. I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep lately, if I'm being honest.
Now Lee keeps static cameras set up in his bedroom and living room that constantly record. Late one night, he and his wife Stacy are sleeping peacefully in bed when the static camera catches something truly unnerving.
And dogs and cats, I mean animals in general, are very perceptive to, you know,
better.
These poor little dogs grow increasingly upset as they hear loud bangs coming from somewhere in the house. Then a small teddy bear appears to be lifted up into the air by some sort of odd smoke-like entity. Lee decides to change up his recording equipment and adds an SLS Connect camera to the mix to see what it might capture. Late one night when Lee is alone and fast asleep in bed, this happens.
For those of you guys who don't know, an SLS is basically an Xbox Connect. What they had found was that the Xbox Connect just shoots out tons of like little lasers that you can't see with the naked eye until it's under the right conditions. And so what they did was a lot of people have been able to modify it, and they'll use it on a lot of these ghost hunts. Kind of like the ripple effect on TikTok, where they say it could sense energy and will show like an outline of a person. Well, this is picking up, the actual person. It's picking him up, and you guys remember how the Xbox Connect worked. You move around and it mimics your movements on screen. So, like I said, they applied it to this, and this supposedly is what it picks up. For things that we cannot see with our own eyes.
The SLS camera picks up a figure walking around Lee's bedroom, and it seems to have a strange interest in Lee's bedside table. The figure then climbs onto the bed. Next, it seems to creepily lean right over Lee to violently knock over the bedside table. Later, a static camera in the living room records something absolutely terrifying.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe there's this many ads.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more,
I might just go to
just from this
premium
app
and
on my
wait.
phone.
Get my premium back. This is ridiculous.
Did you see it? As the light flickers on and off for just a fraction of a second, a very tall, dark figure can be seen standing in Lee's living room. Lee says that this footage is the creepiest thing he's ever recorded in his home, and it has left him terrified. But what do you think is going on here? Is Lee's home, quote, really haunted? You can watch many more scary videos of Lee's paranormal encounters over on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Watch your back. This next video was sent directly to me by Nukes Top 5 viewer Elias, who lives in Brazil. Elias says that he usually records videos while playing the piano just to help him memorize the chords that he's learned. But this time, he accidentally records something very creepy. Elias is terrified when he sees a dark silhouette standing behind him in the reflection of his TV. He quickly turns around, but there's nothing there. So could Elias have recorded a paranormal entity on camera? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. Lost. Paranormal investigation team Ochai, Uchida, Nagao, and cameraman Minaguchi from the YouTube channel Zozozo traveled to the allegedly haunted Shinshu Kanko Hotel in Nagano, Japan. The ominous sprawling hotel was built in 1951 and now resembles a creepy maze-like structure after repeated expansions and renovations for over 46 years. The hotel eventually declared bankruptcy in 1997 and was left abandoned. And now here's where things get weird. Because not one but 3 different demolition companies have attempted to tear down the Shinshu Kanko Hotel. All of them failed, went bankrupt, and were forced to stop. Creepiest of all, the managing director of one of those companies just disappeared completely. Another demolition manager claimed that he was pushed down a staircase by some invisible force. Workers on the demolition teams found the experience unnerving. They would complain of hearing the unexplained creepy laughter of women throughout the hotel's winding halls. Many believe that the maze-like construction of the hotel is the reason why spirits have become lost and trapped in an eternal search for the way back out. While the Zozozo team explores the large hotel, they begin to hear disturbing sounds coming from somewhere nearby.
何ここ？え、何これ？どういう？え、何これ？どういう部屋？なんか撮れてます。え？何の音ですか？いや、めっちゃショートしました。上からショートしましたよね、今。なんだこれ撮れてます。待って待って待って待って。怖い怖い怖い怖い。何の音？マジで何の音？マジで何の音？なんか泣いてる？やばいやばいやばい。いや、やばいやばいやばい。なんかもう何の音？俺ら以外いんのかな？我々以外いるんじゃないですか。普通にその肝試しに来てる地元の方。ちょっとさ、音が異常だよね。普通に歩いてる感じの音だよね。誰かが動いてること。扉開けたり足音だったりなんかどかしたり、普通に誰かとバッティングしてる可能性はあるんで。バッティングだったらまだいいけど。
The team hears the sound of footsteps and something that sounds almost like the crying of a child. They wonder if they might not be alone in the building, but they continue to explore. That's when they spot something terrifying.
の建物の構造ですよこれ。なんかめっちゃショートした。何？何？あそこ何ですか？わかんないわかんない。あれ人じゃないか？わかんないわかんない。見えないですか？一番この突き当たりの扉みたいな穴開いてますよね。穴っていうか。うん。あそこ人立ってないですか？カメラ見てもらえます？わかんない。別に来るけど。何？怖いよ怖いよ。行ってみます。ちょっと待って。いや何本当に人がいるの？ちょっと待って声かけ。すいません。びっくりともしないですよ。見えますよね。見えますね。気づくと
ぽくは確かに見えるんです。
すいません。動かないもん、動かないもん。
じゃ危ない。これは本当に危ないから。
一応消えましょ
う。なんかもうそう言われたらそうにしか見えないんだもん。
めちゃくちゃ震える。
でもさ、本当違う、さすがに違うよね。
いや、わかんないですけど。
いや、もうちょっとや。
木ですか？違いますよね。ちょっと待って。
なんかちょっと鳥肌が止まらないんですけど。
ちょっと。外だ。
木で違う？
木っすね。人隠れてるとかマジで本当に怖い。外、完全に外。もう外、ほら、建物終わってる。
うわ。崖じゃん。下崖じゃん。
The Zozozo team sees someone standing in a doorway at the end of a hall and start to freak out. When the dark footage is enhanced, it becomes clear that there is indeed an odd figure just standing there, seeming to stare right at them. As they move closer to investigate, the figure now seems to have disappeared into thin air. But that's not all, because the most disturbing encounter of the night is something that the group did not even notice. At one point, the team splits up to explore different parts of the building. Uchida and Nagao are alone and making their way towards the rooftop when they capture something absolutely terrifying.
長年手つかずだったところが去年の秋に解体が始まった。
去年2018年の秋頃に、6月か、6月に始まって去年の2018年の秋頃に、
それがピタッと
止まっちゃったんだよね。それから8階に。
Did you see it? Uchida and Nagao are completely unaware as they walk right past someone standing in one of the hotel rooms. The creepy stranger is facing the wall, seemingly unconcerned as the two investigators pass. The Zozozo team never even noticed this person while filming. The figure was pointed out in YouTube comments. The Zozozo team has no idea who this is. They believe that it could just possibly be one of the spirits trapped in the old hotel. But what do you think these eerie apparitions could be? Let me know down below. Exploration gone wrong. 26-year-old Magnus Rizmir has always had an interest in hiking, and his YouTube channel is dedicated to his explorations of the beautiful countryside of Norway. Almost all of his videos show him hiking, canoeing, or camping, except for one. There is one very bizarre video that Magnus claims was sent to him by a friend.
Jeez, man.
You're gonna need a smaller cabinet, because now you can take all those supplements you're taking, or not taking, and replace them with this.
あれはgamle driten her. Faen, ass.
Magnus's friend is out hiking in the middle of nowhere and discovers an old abandoned house. He decides to investigate inside, but regrets his decision almost immediately as something or someone scares the living out of him. Now, whether this video is paranormal A prank? Or maybe even just a very unlucky encounter with a squatter? We'll never know. But what do you think? Real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The road less traveled. TikTok user Rifki from Bengkulu, Indonesia says that he was returning from a quick trip to pick up some items at the local convenience store. But on his way back home, he has a terrifying encounter.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang waktu mau balik ke kos dan di ujung itu kayak ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys, dan ini cuma jalan satu-satunya untuk ke kos gue gitu. Oke, kita deketin aja ya, oke? Pelan-pelan.
Anything standing still like that is gonna scare the shit out of me.
Gue gak tau apa anjir. Kok hilang anjir? Kemana tuh orang? Anjir bangsat. Hilang guys.
A strange woman seems to just stand motionless on the side of the road. Rifki is freaked out, and since this is his only way home, he decides to just run past the bizarre woman. But when he turns to look back, she has disappeared. The chilling figure appears to be a woman in a dress with her hair covering her face. Rifki is uncertain of what he has just witnessed and wonders if he captured something paranormal. So is this a real ghost caught on camera, or just someone acting really strange? I leave it up to you to decide. Shivers. Paranormal investigators Casey and Colton from the popular ghost hunting channel Mindseed TV traveled to Colorado to spend the night in a house that is isolated in the middle of the dark, snow-covered woods. The house's owner, Sarah, says that when she's in bed at night, she often hears the creepy sounds of children playing outside her window, even though the temperatures are below freezing and there are no neighbors anywhere nearby. Well, Sarah found out that a boy who had previously lived in the house fell through the ice in the creek right behind their home and drowned. Casey and Colton are invited to spend the night at the house to investigate. As they explore the home, they immediately find something very strange.
Hey. This looks like, what the f***? This looks like dog nose, you know, that drifts down. You know what I'm talking about? Like when a dog sticks their nose constantly?
That absolutely does not look like that. It looks like fingers.
Next, the guys decide to venture out into the snowy night to explore the creek behind the house. And things just get weirder.
Ooh. Hey. Real quick. No boy.
Whoa.
Do these look like adult footprints or?
No.
Those look like kids, right?
When we approached the bridge, we looked down and there was these single file, like, small footprints, definitely smaller than ours.
Here, wait, check this out. Hold on. I just want to do this for the viewer's sake. Here, look. This is the size of one of my footprints. That's an adult footprint. Those are tiny, huh?
Yeah. Small child shoes something that just like sprinted across the bridge. You still see the impression of the foot. Look at them, like they ran across it.
Hey, there's no more footprints.
Huh?
There's no more footprints. They stopped. They didn't even get all the way. They got like right here on the other side of the creek. But look at the bridge.
Yeah.
They stopped. And there's none around here. That's wild.
That's true.
That is true.
The Mindseed TV team find what appears to be a child's fingerprints on the house's window and small footprints outside in the snow. They try to make contact with the spirit that might be haunting the home, but...
See, that's where you fuck up. When you start using that Ouija board, nope. You count me out of that. Exorcist, fake or not, I don't care. Nope, I'm not gonna get me to do that again.
They don't really have much luck. So they decide to just set up a static camera and head to bed for the night. But, just like the homeowner Sarah had told them, they hear something strange from outside their bedroom window.
Do you hear that? Yeah. Sounds like a song. That's weird, bro. That's weird, dude. We should get the flashlight. That's weird.
The guys hear a strange sing-song voice coming from outside and decide to head out to investigate. But just as they start to put on their warmer clothing, Casey catches a glimpse of something through the downstairs window. Something downright chilling.
Hey, cut the light. I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw. Hey, cut the light. Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there? Dude, what is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the is that? Oh, dude. What the bro?
That's crazy.
I can't. I thought that was
At first I was going to say it's just blending in with the background. It could be anything, pareidolia. But no, that's crazy how it moves away.
Shadow, bro. It like disappeared.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now, dude.
So the guys have seen fingerprints and footprints, heard childlike singing, and creepiest of all, they now see a small shadowy figure that seems to just be watching them from the bridge across the frozen creek. Now it should be noted the temperature was freezing that night. The snow was thick on the ground, and there were even warning signs of hungry bears in the area. So it seems highly unlikely that anyone would be standing all alone in the dark on that little bridge. But as always, let me know what you think down in the comments. You can watch this entire investigation and many more over on the YouTube channel, Mindseed TV.
What is that? Do you see that right there? What is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the is that? Oh, dude. What the bro?
I can't. I thought that was a shadow.
Bro. It like disappeared.
Story time. Laura from the YouTube channel Laura's Kitchen regularly uploads fun videos sharing her tasty recipes and love for cooking. One night she decides to go live on YouTube along with her son Max. While telling a story about her son, something happens that shocks them both.
When you're making moves, Herman Miller's got your back.
So we bought the dog these buttons, and they're programmed. That one says play, right, when he steps on it? So anyways, for a month, Oscar has been walking around the house saying to me, your mom is dead. And it really got me upset. It was getting me very emotional because she did pass away like 20 years ago. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, for a solid month. And then finally he stopped getting a reaction out of me. So we were at the back door and the dog had to pee. And there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the f***? What was that? So anyways, I hear in the back by the stairs, because the stairs are in the opposite direction, I hear So yeah, That's an evil story. Evil story. Oh my god. Oh, Tracy saying hi. Oh. What else are we hearing here? Is my house haunted? Is my house haunted? Why? What's up, Angie? Sorry, typing too fast to spell it right. I don't know. Sometimes I get a feeling there's something happening in my house, but I don't. Oh. No. Yeah, it's haunted. The dog wants to go for a walk. What did she say?
I think I heard something in the background earlier, but
I thought I heard something. Nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah! The f is that? What was that?
oh my.
Get the f out of here.
What the hell?
They're showing some courage.
Right as Laura is talking about her mother, a kitchen cabinet opens and closes very quickly on its own.
That's some courage right there, man. When you're starting to have stuff thrown at you and you're still sitting there, screw that.
Laura hears something, but shrugs it off and continues to tell her story. Now remember that all of this happened live on YouTube. So, in Laura's live YouTube comment feed, one of her worried viewers warns her about what just happened. Laura is confused and goes to inspect the cabinet. Then, all hell breaks loose. A week later, and Laura's back on YouTube and reflects on what happened that night.
That night, I didn't sleep awake. Absolutely petrified. My husband came home. I didn't call him at work because I figured he would tell me I was being dramatic, and I didn't want to hear it. But anyways, small and short of it, the next morning, I went to the kitchen. I'm the first one up to get everything ready for the kids for school, and I felt normal. There was no bad feelings. It was completely peaceful. It doesn't feel like it was bad. And the more that I watched the video over, the more things kind of like, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe it was my mom. It's just too coincidental because we were talking about my mom, we were telling the story, and as soon as I said that last line about my mom is when that started happening. And the weird thing is, if you look at all my videos since over a year and a half ago, if you notice in the kitchen, oh, you can't see it from that angle. Hold on. I keep my mom right here, and she sits underneath the cupboard that was opening up. So is it coincidence? Is it my mom? If it is, do I want to stage my house and tell her to leave? Because I don't feel weird. I don't feel creeped out or violated in my home. I feel nothing. So I'm not going to do that.
So could this be the spirit of Laura's mother trying to make contact? Let me know. When Grandma comes to visit. TikTok user and proud mother Valley Yunker often records short videos of her 5-month-old baby girl around their house in California. One night, Valley's daughter is playing with her favorite toy when suddenly this happens. The toy appears to be yanked right out of the baby's hands by some invisible force. Now, some cynical viewers of the video claim that they could see a string attached to the toy, but Valley explains in another video that the toy has a cut tag on the back that just looks like a small white line. Valley also says that she's never had anything like this happen before, but she doesn't feel any negative presence in her home. She believes that this could be the spirit of her daughter's recently deceased great-grandma just visiting and watching over the baby. Thanks so much for watching. My upload schedule is all over the place these days, so please hit the subscribe button
So yeah, I know it ran a little bit longer than what I wanted, but yeah, that first video is the one that really, really got to me. Just to see how scared and frightened that man was just kind of heart-wrenching. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you like videos like this, I'll post more of them. So till then, it's the rest of my night. I'm a little tired, probably gonna watch a little bit of movies and then go to sleep. But hey, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Stay safe and peace out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.